Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be a reading for March 2022. Keep in mind at the time of me doing this reading, it's Pisces season and it's watery, emotional, intuitive, and it is the opposite element, not the opposite, direct opposite element, but it's the opposite element of Sag, water versus fire. So keep in mind how that's affecting you right now and everyone around you and in the environment. This is intended for March, and I'm using the energy of Pisces season at this time. But whenever this video comes across from you, it's probably the right time. But please use spiritual discernment. You don't have to stick to your sun sign. You can use your birth chart as well, or just go with whatever video feels right to you in your heart, okay? We're going to start off with the present energy for Sagittarius. We got two that came out. Okay, the Ace of Cups, brand new love, a cup of love. Is this given or you giving it? We'll see. And then proving oneself with the Seven of Wands, also a little bit of defensiveness. Some of you guys are really trying to protect your inner peace when it comes to loving yourself. There's definitely some loving myself energy here. What's the challenge for Sagittarius? Queen of Cups. That is the opposite water. A lot of you guys, I feel like are feeling a lot of water energy right now. Very emotional. Some of you guys might have a lot of water in your chart as well. Really understanding the watery side of yourselves. I will be clarifying with another deck after I just lay out the initial spread of cards. Also, so sorry if you hear dogs barking in the background. My environment changed and there's nothing I could do about it at this time. So I'm so sorry if it is distracting, but I did plug in my mic, so I'm hoping that it's sounding far away than it does to me right now. All right, what is the energy that's kind of hiding from Sagittarius right now that they need to see? Wow, another two cards. We have the Emperor, someone in control, and the High Priestess. I feel like you're the Emperor and this other person might be a High Priestess or maybe a water sign that is really heavily challenging you right now. We'll get into why. What's hiding from you? That you guys both are like representing major arcana energy right now. The Emperor is all about he's the King of Kings. You don't even have to be a he, but it's the King of Kings. You know what I'm saying? Which is a beautiful thing. Emperor energy is a beautiful thing. He's the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the King of Swords, the King of Cups, right? It's all about life. It's all about breaking through chains and willing to go through experiences. But the High Priestess is like is literally the priestess. It's psychic. You know what I mean? A lot more silent, not as aggressive. They hold the veil. There, you see how she sits in front of the veil of truth. The veil of like that third eye truth, you know what I mean? Hold on. I dropped some cards. Also, you know what I'm feeling? I feel like for some of you, this might be two aspects of yourself, honestly. I'm feeling like this is two aspects of yourselves for a lot of you. Like there's one side that's very emotional, very intuitive, but there's another that has to be like, I'm a boss bitch, I'm a boss type dude, kind of, you know what I mean, stuff. But there's a very emotional, empathic side that is like feeling everything right now, and you're kind of trying to push that away, and I feel like you're gonna need both. Let's see, what is the strength for Sagittarius to use at this time? I saw the Lovers, but it didn't want to come out. I just thought I'd mention it. The Lovers card, that's about a union. I think this is two parts of you or another person that that the union is going to be really necessary. Strong Pisces energy in this deck. Or not in this deck, but in this reading. Another two-carder. The strength to use at this time. Do not take this opportunity, because this is an opportunity in reverse. Do not take this opportunity to self-sabotage. We'll clarify it as I keep going, but because I feel like a lot of you guys are overthinking whatever this is and getting stuck in your head. Whether this is an outside person of you or this is an inner thing that you feel like is causing you weakness, turmoil, it's challenging you. It's definitely challenging you for sure, but this is not the time to kind of sabotage it, because there is an opportunity in here, and I don't want you to use it, you end up biting yourself in the butt in the end. You know what I'm saying? And this is for some of you, so. What is the spiritual guidance and advice Sagittarius is going to need at this time? The Three of Swords. Okay, now, the Three of Swords could be heartbreaking. And we have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. The Three of Swords could be about heartbreak and pain, learning a truth. It could be, if this is a relationship, it could be about learning about a third-party situation, another woman or another man. However, considering how I'm getting this reading too, the Three of Swords also, to me, is their side, my side, and the truth. It's facing the truth, facing the music, you know, willing to get your heart broken, your ego broken, you know what I'm saying, in order to do that. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay. Let's clarify it. Let's clarify the pairs of energy. Why is this proving myself energy here? You realize something. Ace of Swords, this information came to you. Being courageous. Trying to be more courageous. There's something intimidating about this other watery energy. And I'm not trying to say you're scared or nothing like that. That's not what I'm saying. I just feel like it's very intimidating to have this emotional energy around or inside you. Can you get one more, please? And you're realizing you're not feeling as strong as you were. There's that King of Pentacles. I feel like you're coming up as the King of Pentacles. You're coming up as Earth. Huh. We got the Sun. It's like something came to light about yourself that you've always kind of treated as a weakness. Whether this is something inside you or whether this is dealing with another person, I feel like there is still a reflection of yourself. I feel like if this is another person, they're kind of mirroring you, and I don't think you're liking it. But if this is you, this is something you're seeing when you look in the mirror. You can feel it. You feel like other people are seeing it, and you're seeing it as a weakness. It is not. Some of you guys might be seeing it as a bad thing, like it's some demonic shit, or it's like, you know what I mean, some spiritual situation, and it's like, it could be, but it's not as deep as you're thinking it is, and I feel like fear is taking over here. What is the challenge? Clarify the challenge with the Queen of Cups. It's just really heavy empathy. Y'all seem so sensitive. We got the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. So this is definitely within a dynamic. This could be in the family because we got both 10s here. I just feel everything. I want to give, and give. You probably might have been doing that or feel like you need to do that. Let me get one more here. There's that opportunity. The Ace of Pentacles. I fell on the floor. Let me get one more for the challenge, please. Some of you guys have realized that you take a very big nurturing role in whatever dynamic this is, and you're having a hard time with that. We got the Death card. Yeah, it's like transitioning in your role. You're supposed to be, it's like you've had somebody told you, or maybe you had like a realization or a dream of some kind. Through that High Priestess, that somebody told you, we need you more nurturing, you need you more, you know what I mean, a little, maybe domestic, because like stepping in from a King of Pentacles situation that runs the money, runs the rules, runs the structure, it's like daddy energy to me, to a more very feminine mommy energy, which is the Queen of Cups. She's like, you know, you can rest on my bosom, you can rest your shoulder, you can cry right here, you know. It's about being more emotionally involved, and I feel like there's an emotional there's an emotional issue with that. I'm not quite understanding why. Don't, you know, if it doesn't resonate, leave it where it's at, because this is going to resonate with somebody else. That's the energy I'm feeling. Like I'm having a hard time being vulnerable in this way because I'm still holding baggage probably from the past that has held me back from being able to be this way. Being able to be this vulnerable, especially if you're a woman. If you're a woman, or if you're very feminine in general, because you could be, you know what I mean? You don't have to be a woman. You could be a very feminine being regardless of gender, but it's like you have to you're being called to express femininity in a different way when it comes to other people, and it's going to be a beautiful thing, and I think you know that, but it's also very frightening because it's going to leave you in a state of vulnerability that you have not been in quite some time, or you might have been raised to not be in or be seen because it's seen as a weakness. Clarify what's hiding from Sagittarius energy at this time. A card I feel like flipped underneath. You wished for this. This is also tying you into your spiritual journey. I got the Queen of Cups at the bottom of this deck, and I also have Stand Your Ground, 9 of Wands, which is very Sagittarius to me. Stand your ground. You know this is what you truly want. I feel like a lot of you guys intuitively know that this is something that you're really needing, and it's a part of your path. We also got the Ace of Wands, which is a brand new idea or course of action as well. I see you picking it up and taking it for sure. That's too many. Yeah, that's too many. Let me get one more, please, for what's hiding. Equal give and take. I got 3 cards that fell out. I'm just going to lay this one out here. This is equal give and take. You know, this is going to be very important, especially if this is a family dynamic or business or something about compassion. You know, if this is more business, it probably could be the customer service aspect. Something about empathy and compassion when it comes to other people. You're going to be playing a bigger role, and it's going to go with this infinitive equal give and take within the whole dynamic. I'm going to put these back in the deck, but I thought I shared that this is the King of Swords, which is like very, very smart information, logical. It could be very, very cold. This could be somebody you're dealing with or something, an energy within you. And then we got the Page of Pentacles, which is somebody who's just starting to figure out how to be more stable, how to get that money, that bag. Doesn't have to be about money, but I do feel like it has a lot to do with feeling more secure in this new endeavor and this new role that you're playing right now. Clarify the strength for Sag to use at this time. Got quite a bit here. I'm going to pull them all. I have a feeling. 7 of Pentacles. This is about investing. You've been investing in this. You've been investing in this. This is the time. 2 of Wands. This is at a friction of action. Should I do the old, what I've always been doing, or should I do the new thing? You know what I mean? It could also be causing, this whole situation could be causing friction between you and another person, or just a friction between you and yourself. For a lot of you, it's the friction between you and another person because we got the 2 of Cups. This is especially important for a relationship that is within this dynamic. But there's more people involved. It's giving very family. It's giving very business. It's giving very all of us, you know, together. But I feel like there's you and another leader. We also have the King of Cups. So I do want to say, I don't know who this is. For some of you, this Queen of Cups is you, a facet of you. For some of you, this is another person. But this dynamic and this equal give and take and flow is very important as well, because as much as you're evolving into the next best part of you, you have someone here, especially if they're a water sign, that's going from the Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, so the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's the full embodiment of that power, if you will. If the power is empathy, water, love, you know what I mean? However, the Queen of Cups has a tendency to give way too much. She'll drown somebody in love. She'll love bomb. She'll do a lot. She'll just be overly emotional at times. The King of Cups, however, is someone who's mastered that superpower. They understand their emotions. They understand other people's emotions. They have very high emotional intelligence, and they wouldn't put their heart on their sleeve like the Queen of Cups will. They're going to leave it right in their chest where they belong. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like whether this is another facet of you that will also be growing in the conjunction of you finding your own security and trying to be more empathic, nurturing, and compassionate, this also could be another person that's going through this as well. We have the 6 of Wands, which is about recognition, being recognized. You see her on stage with her wreath. That wreath also speaks of the cycle. I think of wombs and births and things like that. Like I've birthed into myself, and other people cheering. You will be recognized for a lot of the efforts you're doing. And then the 3 of Cups, which I feel like this, especially with the energy here, this is about the relationship itself. A lot of you guys are being called to if this is between you and one other person, some of you guys might be called to be able to work in conjunction with a third person that might feel like a third wheel. You know what I mean? It's like we don't need them. And I feel like you don't realize when you guys come together, you're going to come together a lot stronger. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's another reason why you'll be playing a different role in this, because the empathy and compassion is very important at this time for this to come together in, you know, the way it needs to be. And now we have the 3 of Cups. We also have that 3 of Swords, which I was telling you about. Your truth, their truth, and the ultimate truth as the spiritual advice. So let's get into it. Clarify that, please. 3 of Swords. Wow, 3, 3, 3. And now we have the 3 of Wands, which is like, you see her waiting for her waves to come in. And we have the Queen of Swords. very, very cold. She could be, you know, my ice bitch. She's very cold, not really trying to deal with anybody's emotions or maybe even her own at this time. But I feel like understanding all truths and all perspectives in this dynamic is going to melt that ice heart a little bit. Not that I'm saying about ice heart. I just feel like, you know what I mean? Sometimes we could be cold about certain things because we only care about the facts, or we only know certain facts and we haven't had a chance to get more information, so we can be more compassionate. And I feel like there's going to be a lot more compassion you're going to have for whoever this other individual is, or yourself. Okay, Four of Pentacles, because you've definitely been holding back. I think there's a call here and the advice to hold back and wait for more truth to come out before being too frustrated with another person or being too frustrated when it comes to yourself. Let me get one more card, please. Wow, I was talking really fast, really long there. I'm not usually getting a message that fluid coming out of my mouth. And there it is. My last card is the High Priestess. A lot of you guys, this is about yourself and your intuition. Also, a lot of you guys intuitively kind of know there's nothing to worry about with this other person, or you intuitively know that there's nothing to worry about when it comes to this aspect of yourself. It's not weakness. It's actually quite a large strength to be this empathic, to be this intuitively strong. So definitely go for your intuition more than your mind right now, because your mind is a little busy and a little heavy with a lot of other information that is not trusting. The mind, you know, works for the heart, not the other way around. So do understand that that is natural, but at the end of the day, you need to follow your heart and your intuition and really tap into this energy and not be afraid of it, because it's going to make the foundations that you stand on, whether home or business or in love, a lot more stronger. Let's get some tea leaves. Yeah, getting together with friends. Desk, pay attention to your work. This is about your inner work, your spiritual work, this transformation that's happening within. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. I'm also feeling like with this dogs getting together with friends, this could be the a brand new relationship with someone. Even if this is an old person, this is like a brand new relationship with them. You see what I mean when I say it like that? The Sun, happiness and well-being. A lot of things will come to light and you will feel a lot of relief and happiness, and it's going to go down the way you want, but this work has to be done. And trust me, like I said, you're not the only one doing work, okay? We got Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Let me get some more. Dagger, fears, worries, tense situations. I feel like that's a lot of what you're feeling. Also with the Dagger, when I see that, with the conjunction of these cards, I feel like you've been stabbed in your back before by trusting. So a lot of you guys are on your no new friends kind of shit right now, and I do understand that. But I do feel like at the same time, you know, this is definitely more. If you can't see anything else out of this situation, understand that this is a spiritual learning experience for you, and to use that, okay? Staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. There is a loved one or more than one loved one that understands that you are in transition right now. A lot of you guys might get your intuitions a lot stronger at this time as well. That might be what it's all about. And you're like, what is this? What is this entity? It's you. It's another facet of you that you're coming more into closeness with. That's always been a part of you, but you're being able to connect to it better, and you have at least one loved one that understands, and I feel like you have at least one ancestor that passed, or at least one spirit guides, if not multiple, helping you get through this, and you'll be taken care of in the most difficult times. Ring, marriage will take place, either romantic or business. That is just speaking on to me the alignment of yourself with this either new person or new facet of yourself. Cane, pay attention to your health. Worries and stress and all that stuff will affect the process. Also, if this is an inner spiritual transitioning happening for you, please go with the flow. If you resist it, it will affect you physically. Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. This is not going to be a quick thing that happens. This is going to be something that happens over time with events. Bowl, plenty of material things. When I see that bowl, it's full of fruit. I think the fruits of our labor. Do all the inner work that you need to do, and you'll be able to come balance, whether this is something that is within you or dealing with another person, because this person, whether, like I said, inside you or outside you, is the catalyst of your strength, and you need to be able to go to the flow with that, okay? And then we have yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. To me, when I think of the yoke, it's like equally yoked people, equally yoked things. I think of two-spirited things. Please look up what it means to be two-spirited, if this is an inner thing that's happening. But I do feel like if this is an outside person, it's like you guys are very similar and you're both teaching each other something. And I understand that might be a challenge at this time, and you might feel very tied down or frustrated, but this is literally just growing pains, if that makes any sense. I'm going to pull from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. I'm going to pull one card. I'm going to read a little bit from the book. Okay. I think these have been really helpful for further clarifying readings, as well as me learning the cards and maybe giving you some extra confirmation if you need it. But you got this. Okay, we have releasing allegiances. Okay. Let me show you the card close up. Releasing allegiances. See how she's naked? Reminds me of Oshun, all these bees and the gold bracelets and honey and stuff like that. It's funny because releasing allegiances, I'm pretty sure, is like releasing people. So we'll see what comes up. And there's 10. Just trying to find it in the book so I can read a little bit of it. Okay, I just read the first sentence. I'm telling you right now, I do feel like for a lot of you, this has to do with inner work. You know what I mean? And choosing yourself and everything like that, because I do feel like you have been left vulnerable before. And also seeing the kind of allegiances you're supposed to have. So keep that in mind. Releasing allegiances. It is time to hold on to yourself and let go of another, even if it's just for a time. Sorry about that damn dog. You have gained all that was meant to be from that connection, at least for now. You have given and you have received. The need to let go. Oh, before I finish, I'm just going to say this. I know I keep interrupting. I'm so sorry, but I got to say this last thing. Earlier in the reading, I said that there is a brand new relationship with a person and the old dynamic is gone. You know what I'm saying? This is just for a lot of you where there's something new happening here and there's a learning lesson from the challenge of that relationship. If there is something sparking a brand new, so let's say you cut the cords from somebody, like you cut the cord between you guys. Some cords are just damaged, ugly, rotten, falling apart cords, that need to be cut. But that doesn't always mean it is permanent for some of you. Some, keep that in mind. Sometimes that cutting of the cord is needed to create a brand new cord within one another that's stronger and made out of gold. So I just want to say that because I am getting multiple messages when it comes to whatever this relationship is. Like I said, within you, outside of you, please use your own spiritual discernment. And I'm not trying to tell you what to do because this is very general and there's a million Sagittariuses in the world and you truly know your life best. You have gained all that was meant to be from this connection, at least for now. You have given and you have received. The need to let go does not deny the value of what has been acquired. It is more that the time has come for greater productivity, creativity, abundance, and consciousness in your life. You've completed many cycles in the vibrational frequency of consciousness that you are now being asked to release. You have been in that vibrational frequency for some time now. You have earned the right to step out of that frequency, out of the habits, relationships, and the possibilities that are limited to that outmolded frequency. It is now time to expand into higher frequencies of experience that will bring enhanced love, empowerment, and peace into your life. You will take the wisdom of what you have learned with you into something new, new connections, new relationships, new life experiences at a higher turn of the spiral of life. But first, you. Trust that you can step into solitude for a time without being consumed by loneliness. It is time to reconnect with yourself. Perhaps you have had a period of outward orientation where your energy has been diverted away from the inner journey of self-discovery and creative self-expression and into the world of lists, schedules, and demands. Trust that you may need to step back momentarily, even from your healthy relationships and commitments, to refresh your spirit by reconnecting with your own nature in solitude. Perhaps you've been diving so deep into creative waters that you have lost your bearings or your energetic connection to the earth, your own life, and your needs in the here and now. Either way, you need to come back to the ground of your own body. This is a time for self-love. That was literally the first message. For paying attention to yourself, for nurturing, holding, and being with you. It doesn't mean you can't love another. It just means you need to turn your attention inwards for a time, for some quality time with you. You will emerge renewed, refreshed, and clear about your journey and your relationship as a result of this. This is a confirmation that the work you have been doing on yourself is working for you. Your level of self-love is growing, and your ability to love consciously and healthily is increasing as a result. Some connections in your life will mature along with you, and your regard and affection will deepen and blossom. It will be revealed that other relationships are no longer relevant to your life journey. You will know which is which because you will feel it. You will feel it most clearly when you have some time to be with yourself in reconnection. If you've been contemplating a change in lifestyle, enrolling in a class, joining a group, starting a project, or setting aside time to focus on your inner work, then this oracle comes as confirmation that these things would be supportive, healthy, and helpful for you. This also comes with particular guidance. There is a situation that has recently arisen, or will arise soon, where you need to get back to yourself. Don't be put upon or hoodwinked into backing down by the emotional reactions of others. Stand your ground and stay aligned with what you know to be true. No matter how wonderful something seems logically or on the surface, if it doesn't feel right for you, it is not for you at this time. Perhaps that will change and it will be right for you later. Perhaps you will step away and realize with relief that you had a lucky escape from a situation that would have ended up unnecessarily costing you. Either way, backing yourself and not giving in to the opinion of another, no matter how highly you would have had rated that opinion in the past, is important. It is highly likely that you are breaking with tradition, with a role model or belief system that you have outgrown. You must be there for yourself because you are doing well. You are on the right path and you are growing. Well done. Okay, and that's it for this reading. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it resonated for you. Till next time, bye.